off the road. The map shows that that is probably where we're headed, in the middle of a big, looks like a bean field. I also see a private property sign, so I'm going to go to this nearby house, see if I can let somebody know I'm over there. You'll be able to access a cemetery, so hopefully there won't be any problem. And it looks like maybe I can even walk down an unplanted path. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how things turn out. Alright, we'll see what we find. See you in a minute. They're about shoulder high to me, and so to walk along the edge of this cornfield is going to be a little tricky. So I think I might walk in a row of corn. It might be a little easier to walk. So I think I'm going to try that for a while. Let's see what happens here. Alright, I think I'm going to change my mind. He also told me there was another road that would be a longer walk, but there had been a road there before. So I think I'm going to try that instead. This is going to be really hard with the corn over my head and the unable to see the ground. So we're going to keep on our adventure. We're going to maybe try a better way in. So be back later. Okay, I've driven down the road a ways to where I think Craig was the man's name that told me. There was he said there's a post and an old road that is not really a road anymore. I don't think my car will go down here, but he said with a pickup truck you could drive right up there. I'm going to walk it, but the grass is much shorter and I won't be fighting corn stalks. So that clump of trees in the distance is still our goal. It's quite a ways off, but I'm heading out. So here we go. I just came through quite a ways. That little white spot way down there is my car. I don't know if you can see it down there or not, but I'm getting close to an opening here, and looks like I'm running into what you might find where there used to be civilization, some blackberry bushes and lilac trees and stuff like that. So I got a little ways to go before we get to the big clump, but I'm making my way. Oh, see what I mean here? Got some blackberries. I think we better try one of those. Good. Bad news is there's a whole bunch here, and I've got to walk through the stickers. I'm going to try to go around the outside. Boy, look at those good things. Should have brought a basket. If you can hear those stickers ripping on me. Okay, I also try to make a lot of noise coming. And we're headed hopefully into the edge of the cemetery. And work our way back through here and see if there's a good way to get in here. Alright, looking for a fence or any kind of gate or something that says there used to be something here. So far, just a lot of spider webs. So, working my way back. Oh, I see a headstone already. So that's good. Spider web. Yikes. Okay, sorry, buddy. Okay. So it looks like we're in the right spot. And I'm going to head for this first little headstone that I see. It's like 2 or 3 of them. The man said that some of the logging operations, there's a big tree down, that they had some issues with some of the things not working, so knocking down, doing some damage. Okay, so this is a stone for Robert, and I'll have to get down there and see it a little better. Here's another one behind it. This is Hugh Luthen, and there's a stand that another one probably went on, so there's probably a stone next to it on the ground, which there is. Another one by the tree. So I'm going to do some searching here, look at the requested stones on Find a Grave, see if I can help some people out here. So, all right, I'm going to take a break. Be back in a second. I haven't looked at my Find a Grave yet, but I've got me a spider web stick that I can knock them out of the way. So I'm going to go explore a little bit, see what all I can see. So looking around here, I'm assuming I'm going to just start seeing some at random. This is definitely what you'd call an unkept cemetery, or a forgotten cemetery. The guy on the house told me he thought it was the oldest or one of the oldest in the county in Missouri here. So you can see paths where animals come through here, deer and other things. I hope it's just deer. But I don't see any more stones sticking up just yet. And kind of just continuing on this path, which seems to be like the edge of the cemetery here because their field's not too far away. So just looking through the brush and trees, see if I see any more stones sticking up. Okay, well I sure don't. Keep on going back. There might be some down here. Can't tell if that's a stump or some stones back there. If so, it sure would be a large cemetery if they were way back there. There's 50 graves requested. I think I see something here, unless that's a... Oh, here's one by this tree. Sitting down here. Okay. I have a kit that I use to kind of read some of these, but I didn't bring it. But this one says born in 1812. I see an ND and what could be Schultz. But I'll need to get some more stones up. Look, the tree grew up right around it. The base of the stone is all around that tree, both sides. So, born 1812, died 18, looks like maybe 30s. So, okay, here's another one over here. This looks like a more modern one. Sometimes they've been replaced and sometimes they just look modern. This is Elizabeth Jeffers and Samuel Jeffers. Born in 1837. Elizabeth's death date isn't on here, so he must have died second. He died in 1913, 106 years ago. She might have been buried somewhere else or moved out of the area and couldn't be buried here. But now I'm starting to see a few more stones against the trees. And like I say, a lot of times they have just fallen because of the shifting ground and trees growing. And so, all right. Another one here. That looks like more of a footstone from a grave. Looking across this little valley. I don't see any there, but I'm going to go to the right because I thought I saw one standing earlier over here. I see a base of a stone, of two stones. But how wonderful it would be if we had the opportunity to come in and just clear off all the vegetation once, find the stones that have not only fallen over, but that have sunk into the ground and been covered by dirt. What history we'd gain there. Here's another base. Poison ivy, which doesn't bother me. I've never been allergic to that. So, okay, I am going to stop for a minute and look for requested graves and see if any of those happen to be one that someone's requested. So. I haven't found much more with the overgrowth. I did find a barbed wire fence that runs across here right into this tree, so I'm assuming that's this edge of the cemetery. Somebody has put their property here at one time. So I won't go any much further this way, but I'll head back through the cemetery one more time and look and see if I can see anything. I found some stones that have already been photographed. The Jeffers family, the Dowell family. Some that I really need to bring my little kit back with some soft brushes and maybe some flour so I can see, so I can read a little better. But if I come back in October or November, when all this is dead, it'll be a lot easier to see some of these stones that have probably just fallen down and are mostly covered by dirt. And sometimes you can see the edge of them, you can dig them out a little bit and find out who they are. But really old cemetery, most of these stones are saying early 1800s for birth, and some of them early to mid 1800s for death even. So I think he was right. It's one of the older cemeteries. And so I'll do a little research, maybe try to come back in the fall. Charles Jeffers. Not a very successful hunt today, but it was interesting. Look forward to coming back when I can see a little more of the stones with the greenery gone. So if you find a place like this near you, try to find some way to preserve it. Find the history of these people. Maybe the only record they left was their headstone. So have a good day, and we'll see you next time.